So as he's dealing with this rape case, and so he's not only paying lawyers here, but he's supporting his family here, and his money is thin, and he's just doing features and so forth. He gets called to do a feature for this artist named Lil Sean at Quad Studios. He shows up. There was a couple of men waiting for him downstairs. They pull out guns, try to rob him. He pulls out his gun. They shoot him up.
Yes, they did.
When you find out that your son just got shot up in New York, what was the first thing you started thinking?
I was pissed, and I was ready to go see him. And I found out he was in Belleville. So I did not need the people who I was talking to contact my son, and I went over on my own.
Okay, so you show up to the hospital, and you say, I'm here to see my son, Tupac.
Yeah.
But I'm sure there was probably a bunch of people with fake stories just trying to see Tupac.
I don't think anybody would have said that his father.
That's true. That was unique.
And then
maybe his cousin.
When you look at me
yeah.
at that age, you would see I look just like him. I have a picture I'll show you.
But you actually got denied.
By the guard.
Yeah, didn't they say Tupac's father is dead?
Straight to my face. Broke my fucking heart. It's like, I ain't dead. What the fuck you talking about? I'm dead. And then Afeni happened to walk by. Afeni. Just happened to walk by at the time. Because there was a lot of people.
When was the last time you've seen Afeni?
Before that?
Yeah.
I was in contact with her through Karen Lee.
But you never actually saw her?
No, I hadn't
So this
seen
is like 20 years later?
Yes.
20-something years later?
I hadn't seen her for years.
Okay. And she actually confirmed, no, that's his father?
Yes.
So now you walk in the room, and your son is in the hospital bed.
Everybody's looking at me. Because they're like, he does look like Tupac. They were like, I didn't know Tupac had a dad.
Who else was in the room when you first walked in?
You know who came in? Biggie. Which makes me believe I know he had nothing to do with it.
No, Biggie had nothing to do with it.
Not a goddamn thing.
I've interviewed everyone around the story,
Not
from Lil C's to everyone, yeah.
And I was kind of upset that he kept promoting that even after he got out of jail. But he was listening to someone in L.A.
Yeah.
Big fat dude.
Okay. You and Tupac lock eyes.
Yeah. Yeah.
How did that first conversation go?
He wasn't talking that much. He was in the room by himself. It was dark. He was laying out, but he was conscious. Afeni came down and said, Tupac wants to see you now. And I went up in the room. It was like a scene out of The Godfather. It was, you remember when Michael said to his father, I'm with you now? I basically said something similar to that. He nodded, and we chit-chatted a little bit. I hugged him, kissed him. But he was vulnerable there. He shouldn't have been in the room by himself. It was like on the third floor. I did not understand that. That's why he left the hospital. Nobody understood that.
Well, right, he was paranoid that the guys who shot him was going to come finish the job.
Exactly.